Okay. So waterfall model means, so you know already SDLC phases, right? SDLC phases from beginning to till end. Different phases we have: requirements gathering, analysis, design, coding, testing, so deployment and maintenance. These are the phases we have. Same way here, if you observe system feasibility, so software plan and requirements, and product design, detailed design, coding, testing, and so deployment and maintenance. So these are the phases. So here what is happening here is, so every phase has to completely finish here. So you can see waterfall, like a waterfall, this one. Activities you will perform one after the other. First one should complete if you want to start the second one. If first one is not finished, you are not allowed to start the second phase. So like that, this waterfall model will. This is the first model in the IT. So this is also called classic life cycle model or waterfall model, we call this. Because it is very simple to understand, easy to use. So it is also referred as a linear sequential life cycle model, where each phase should be executed fully, completely, before the next phase can begin. So if you want to start your next phase, you should finish the first phase, or the phase you are working currently, that must be completely finished. So this model is basically used for projects where there are no uncertain requirements, and small projects, uncertain requirements are there, you should not use. So requirements should be clear. So here testing starts only when the development is complete. Please remember these points. One is, this is also called linear sequential life cycle model. Each phase should be executed fully before the next phase starts. And so if there are no uncertain requirements and no small projects, and that means the bigger projects are there, you can go for this waterfall model. So here testing starts only after the development phase only. Once the development is completed perfectly, then only testing will start. So there is no overlap in the waterfall model. So overlap doesn't happen here in the waterfall model. So what are all waterfall strengths? Easy to understand, easy to use, provide structure to inexperienced staff. Structure means what is current project and what is the processes, and you can understand easily even for a new people who are joining the team. So milestones are well understood. You know the deadlines. Deadlines will be very clearly in advance. They will give the release date. That's the milestones are well understood, and you can slowly work, because it's not a 2 weeks sprint format. It's a 6 month release or something like that. It will be there. That's a long release date will be there. So you don't need to worry. So otherwise, if you follow the sprint model, you know, right? 10 days, you have to finish the work. That's very, very tough, right? It's difficult also. Only experienced and also more efficient people can work on that. Otherwise, if you want to relax, that model is not suitable for the companies. But here you have a long deadlines will be there. That's easy. So it is also going to set a requirement stability. Clear requirements will be given to us, and it's good for management control, because you can easily plan and track the status every day from the team members. So easy for controlling the entire tasks. So works well when quality is more important than cost or schedule. schedule is not important, only quality is important, then this will be good model. The deficiencies of waterfall model is all requirements must be known upfront. Before starting, requirements must be known. So deliverables created for each phase are considered frozen. So that means each phase you are completing, that's a final. So later you cannot change it. Once it is completed, you are starting the next phase. That phase you cannot modify again. So that's another disadvantage. It's going to give a false impression to the customers. Its progress, so where it is. So because nobody involved in the this phases what is going on. That's another problem here. So what is happening, we don't know until the product is released to the market. So it doesn't reflect problem solving nature of software development. Iteration of phases, so many iterations of phases, it will happen. At the end, integration is one big issue because you have to join all the modules, right? The integration is a bigger problem here. Little opportunity for customers to preview the system because they are not going to involve, and 6 months they have to wait, or 1 year they have to wait, or more than 1 year they have to wait. So that's why very little opportunity will be there for customers to see the system or to see the new features. The defects were being found too late in the life cycle. So as testing was not involved in the beginning of the project. So it starts after development only. That is the reason late involvement of the testing team. So defects you will find at the end of the last peak time you will find. Again, to fix them, it will take some time. That's another problem. So when to use waterfall model is when the requirements are well known for you, product definition is stable. That means the application, whatever is stable, or product is stable, then you can go for this. Technology is understood. So which technology you are using, it should be well understood. New version of existing product. You want to, for example, current version is 1.2.1. So you want to change it to 2. So that new version, if you want to add with the new features, so then you can go for this waterfall model. Porting an existing product to a new platform. Suppose your application supports Windows, Mac, Linux. In the Linux, there are a lot of flavors are there. Like you have a Solaris, Spark, HP, AX, different ports if you want to support. Then you can go for this. Your application wants to support different ports. Then you can go for this waterfall model. So basically, waterfall model is a long-term project and also linear sequential model. One phase after next phase starts. Next phase after another phase starts. It's like a waterfall. So we know, right? We cannot take it back. So all the changes, if you want to make any change, if you made a mistake also, or once all the phases are over, then only you can make changes. In between that, so they are not going to take up the change request or anything in the middle. No, everything one cycle has to finish, then you can modify later, but not in the middle. Okay, so that's a waterfall model. So waterfall model testing starts after the development only. So that's all the things we need to talk about.